Be ready. Start. Educational institutions are temples of learning. The virtues of human intelligence are mastered and harmonized by education, where there is complete harmony between the teacher and the taught, where the teacher imparts and the student receives, where there is complete dedication of the teacher and the taught in learning, where there is discipline between the teacher and the taught, where both are worshippers of learning, no discord or challenge will arise. An educational institution runs smoothly when the teacher and the taught are engaged in the common ideal of pursuit of knowledge. It is therefore manifest that the appointment of teachers is an important part in educational institutions. The qualifications and the character of the teachers are really important. The minority institutions have the right to administer institutions. This right implies the obligation and duty of the minority institutions to render the very best to the students. In the right of administration, checks and balances in the shape of regulatory measures are required to ensure the appointment of good teachers and their conditions of service. The right to administer is to be tempered with regulatory measures to facilitate smooth administration. The best administration will reveal no trace or color of minority. A minority institution should shine in exemplary eclecticism in the administration of the institution. The best compliment that can be paid to a minority institution is that it does not rest on or proclaim its minority character. Regulations which will serve the interests of the students, regulations which will serve the interests of the teachers are of paramount importance in good administration. Regulations in the interest of efficiency of teachers, discipline, and fairness in administration are necessary for preserving harmony among affiliated institutions. Education should be a great cohesive force in developing integrity of the nation. Education develops the ethos of the nation. Regulations are therefore necessary to see that there are no divisive or disintegrating forces in administration. Though teaching is the last choice in the job market, the role of teachers is central to all processes of formal education. The teacher alone could bring out the skills and intellectual capabilities of students. He is the engine of the educational system. He is a principal instrument in awakening the child to cultural values. He needs to be endowed and energized with needed potential to deliver enlightened service expected of him. His quality should be such as would inspire and motivate into action the benefiter. He must keep himself abreast of ever changing conditions. He is not to perform in a wooden and unimaginative way. He must eliminate vociferous tendencies and attitudes and infuse nobler and national ideas in younger minds. His involvement in national integration is more important, indeed indispensable. It is therefore needless to state that teachers should be subjected to rigorous training with rigid scrutiny of efficiency. It has greater relevance to the needs of the day. The ill trained or substandard teachers would be detrimental to our educational system if not a punishment on our children. The government and the university must therefore take care to see that inadequacy in the training of teachers is not compounded by any extraneous consideration. The teacher plays pivotal role in molding the career, character and moral fibers and aptitude for educational excellence in impressive young mind. Formal education needs proper equipping of the teachers to meet the challenges of the day, to impart lessons with latest techniques to the students on secular, scientific and rational outlook. A well equipped teacher could bring the needed skills and intellectual capabilities to the students in their pursuits. The teacher is adorned next after parents, as he is a principal instrument to awakening the child to the cultural ethos, intellectual excellence, and discipline. The teachers, therefore, must keep abreast of ever changing techniques, the need of the society, and to cope up with the psychological approach to the aptitudes of the children to perform that pivotal role. In short, teachers need to be endowed and energized with needed potential to serve the needs of the society. The qualitative training in the training colleges or schools would inspire and motivate them into action to the benefit of the students. For equipping such trainee students in a school or a college, all facilities and equipments are absolutely necessary, and institutions bereft thereof have no place to exist nor entitled to recognition. In that behalf, compliance of the statutory requirements is insisted upon. Slackening the standard and judicial fiat to control the mode of education and examining system are detrimental to the efficient management of the education. Thank you.